Hey everybody, welcome to the Real Rap Podcast. We talking hip hop, we talking cities all across the nation, from Chicago to Tennessee to NYC out to Compton, LA. What up? We not talking about Canada. Fuck Drake. My name Mac Daddy, y'all. I'm here with my boy Jay as always.
What's up? I'm Jay Big Lizard.
Yeah,
Big Lizard the provider.
They call him Big Lizard because he was born in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's right. Where there were giraffes.
What?
My family didn't have a lot of money, so we didn't get dinosaurs. We just got giraffes.
Damn.
It was Jurassic Park.
That's good, bro.
Yeah. Thanks. Giraffes are kind of like dinosaurs.
So there's all this beef going on between Kendrick and Drake. That reminds me of this even bigger beef between me, like Mac, NEPPER, and Zach O'Ryan.
Who?
Mac, NEPPER, and Zach O'Ryan.
I've never heard of either of those
guys. It was
guys.
a Chicago comedy beef. It was pretty big.
I've never heard of either of those guys.
It was bigger for like a week.
What I'm really interested in is Addison Rex and Harry Breitner currently have a beef. It's way overshadowing whatever the hell you're talking about. And which is funny because neither of those guys are so thin they couldn't cast a shadow.
No, dude. Someone walked up to me at Lincoln Lodge and said, you haven't met me, but I know you from your podcast, Mac. I listen. And I was like, yeah, I know. Probably.
Yeah.
Everyone listens. That's what I said.
That's cool.
And then I saw everybody that we talk about at the Lincoln Lodge because I finally went out to a place where there's comics. It's not Power Hour.
Yeah, that's good.
Where you see the same people.
It's nice
every
to
time.
go. Yeah,
I like to go to the Stinking Lodge.
I noticed that more and more we have guests on, and you'd bring up stuff that they had no idea what you were talking about because it was getting a little old.
Yeah. Yeah, so I refreshed about
some of your references were getting a little dated.
I got about 2 months of new material from one visit to the Lincoln Lodge.
That's all it takes.
I saw Jim Flannel Shirt, Joe Kilgallen, Peyton Ruddy,
Nice.
and several other people. And I've stories from each of them. All of them, I don't think there's anything I'll release on the free episode. Because
that's what you get, you poor bastards.
Especially the Peyton one is funny. And actually the Jim Flanagan one's pretty good too. So, and I saw I saw Knute Gregory and Drew Gregory also.
All the Gregorys were there. We got all the Gregorys.
I showed them my Face Off album cover that I made for them.
What is it?
It was a thumbnail I made for them.
For Newt and
I
Drew?
don't know if you looked through those. I released 7 thumbnails that I never made for guest episodes.
I did see that post.
One of them was like a Face Off, and it was.
And you posted that people had been clamoring for that. They've been begging you for that.
They have been.
Which I was
at my
didn't
doorstep.
believe you.
No, literally,
It's like you're lying.
They were like, you know how I have that like Elizabethan door, whatever, Victorian door, whatever it's called. It's like a big window that's a door.
Dude, that's kind of feminine. Your door's a girl.
No, it's a cool door window.
All the doors in my place are dudes.
Okay,
me and my door bros.
Mine's a King Arthur door.
There we go.
Window.
Okay. Respect.
Door window.
I got respect.
I opened it up and there's just like the fence part, just like the balcony part, and there's all these like peasants clamoring. They're like, "Please put out the thumbnail, sire, please." And I said, "Fine."
Yeah.
It's gonna take me like 7 hours though, and then I did it. Yeah.
Whenever people ask me for the thumbnails, I always throw a bunch of my fingernail clippings at them.
Yeah.
I go, here's all the thumbnails you could eat.
Yeah. I made an announcement.
I don't know what they want them for.
I made an announcement to the few people in the free tier that they're not getting anything and they should join
Shout
the
out to
tier.
the people in the free tier on Patreon.
No,
We
not.
don't put anything in there.
Yeah, anti-shout out to them. They can hear this. Just go to YouTube. Why are you even on Patreon?
Ever heard of it?
No.
It's a bigger app with a better video player.
Actually, you can listen on Patreon.
Plus, while you're on YouTube, Google can steal all your information. Can I say that?
No. Absolutely not. What was I going to say? Oh, but if you're
I meant Alphabet Company.
If you're an audio person, listen to it on Spotify.
Yeah.
Or Apple Podcasts.
If you're a pedophile person, what?
Then what?
Then you're probably a big fan of Drake.
Yep, that's right. And I heard that Drake and P. Diddy used to have sleepovers, Bill Forts.
Whoa.
Yeah, and people never knew what went on in the forts.
Yo, how about a teaser for me? I met a music producer at the bar Lemmings.
Where's Lemmings? What's that?
Lemmings is a bar on Damon Avenue.
That's the name of those drugs.
Damon Avenue.
Damon. That was the name of the. That was the brand name of the drugs they had in Wolf of Wall Street.
Lemmings?
Yeah.
Well, lemmings are that animal that jump off the cliff. You know, like don't be a lemming.
I think that was also the name of the. They would take the. What would they take in Wolf of Wall Street?
Quaaludes.
Ludes. What up, Lude? My Lude.
Whoa, Lude.
Whoa, my Lude. Yeah, all right, sorry. But that's my new way I say dude.
Quaaludes.
Oh, sorry, real quick. You know, it's hard to interrupt your story further.
Are we on mushrooms?
But I don't know.
Quaaludes.
We're on Ludes.
We're on Ludes right now.
Yeah, no, but in Providence, instead of like dude or like bro, they say pod. What up, pod? How you doing?
Hold on a second. Why do you know Providence, Rhode Island?
How you doing, pod?
You're talking about like a slang from Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Why do you know anything about like what they do there?
From a TV show.
Oh, what show?
I forgot.
Wait, why did you forget? Because you don't want to admit something gay?
No, I just forgot. It's real like one guy. I think it's one brother's a criminal.
Suspicious.
And one's a cop. I'll find it.
One is a criminal and one's a cop.
I
Wow,
think.
what a crazy situation to be in. That sounds like a
Yeah.
good show.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you're a cop and your brother's a criminal.
Or imagine
What if you were making meth and your brother-in-law was a DEA agent?
What if
That's the plot to Breaking
Hold
Bad.
on. What if maybe you're not brothers, but like you're in a similar situation? One's a criminal, one's a cop, but you're both an informant for the other side. In like not that far from Providence.
What if you're a cop and your best friend cop partner made love with your wife and there's zombies? Season 1 Walking Dead.
What if your brother?
Shout out to John Bartholomew. I love that actor.
Oh yeah, that's the guy in all the action movies.
Yeah, he's in
Yeah.
the season 1 of Walking Dead.
He's in the accountant.
He plays Shane. Oh yeah, he's the brother in that too.
He's in everything. If you
He is.
He's in I saw him in Baby Driver.
He's the Punisher. He's the Punisher in the Netflix series The Punisher.
I like the bad movie.
He's the guy everyone racist has a bumper sticker about.
I like the bad movie Punisher better.
There's a lot of bad movie Punishers. I don't know which one you're. I've actually recently watched like almost all the old Punishers because I read the whole comic book actually.
Well, that's lame.
No, it was sick.
Don't admit that.
The thing that's cool about the Punisher is he isn't like the cops. Like the cops arrest you. He just kills everybody.
Yeah.
The Punisher, you don't want the cops to like the Punisher. When you see the Punisher with like the blue line on it on a bumper sticker, that's scary.
That means you're a bad cop.
That's scary. Yeah.
That just means you're one of the bad ones.
The Punisher was judge, jury, and executioner,
Yeah.
dude. Like, and also he was in Vietnam and had terrible PTSD.
People are like there's most of the cops are good cops, not the ones with that stick.
No,
That's how you know.
That is scary. Yeah,
They should be.
Well, the thing is, I don't even think they know. I think they just like the Netflix show, which is not like the.
Well,
accurate.
anybody with a Punisher sticker is lame.
Yeah,
Regardless.
true.
Like the lamest loser. You
Except
can
for the Punisher himself,
be. I guess so.
who has the big skull on his chest plate.
Why did John Wick kill so many people just because of a dog?
That's a good question.
That's like
They do post that. They pose that question in almost every movie.
really.
They go, "It's just a dog."
Yeah.
Every movie.
Yeah. I mean, in a lot of
But
movies.
you know about the wife part, right?
Yeah, but still, it's still so many people, so many human lives.
Yeah, it does.
So
It
these
seems
people,
like,
people could have, even if they're bad guys, they could have reformed themselves later in
Well-
life. They could have found Jesus.
in John Wick's defense, I don't think he offensively. I think he actually offensively doesn't kill them. He defensively
A
kills them.
lot of the time, he does in the first movie, at least.
In the first movie, he offensively kills them.
Yeah,
But are they guys who fucked with him?
it was offensive.
Well,
Yeah.
At first, they send a bunch of guys to his house. Remember, in the black. I just watched this movie
Oh
too.
yeah. Okay, so
These are the types of movies I watch.
he wanted to get
It's just-
revenge on 5 guys that went to his house. So he killed 1,000.
He tells the mob guy he's got to kill his son, and then the mob guy sends a bunch of guys to his house to kill him. He strikes before John Wick can
I
strike.
guess he's like a Teddy Roosevelt type. He's like walk calmly but carry a big stick.
Who is? Yeah, he is. Speak Softly.
Speak Softly.
That is 100% John Wick.
Yeah.
And also,
shit. I should have known that.
He's supposedly Russian, so I'm glad he doesn't talk very much because he sounds like a surfer, dude.
I know.
And he doesn't sound Russian at all.
I know everything about Teddy. I don't even know that line, his most famous line. What about this? I am a bull moose. And
I love it when he said that.
And you shot me. I don't give a fuck.
He goes, I'm going to name a teddy bear after me. Remember that line?
Yeah, remember when he got shot and he was like, ouch, wham, I'm going to cry about it.
He goes, I love national parks.
Yeah.
That was another thing he said.
I got my statue taken down by Antifa, and Mac's pissed about it still.
What if every president, you could remember his quotes based on that? Like, remember when George Bush was like, we're going to Iraq.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Or when Obama was like, I'm going to start CARE.
Yeah.
Or he was like,
I love healthcare.
And drones.
Yep. I remember that.
He does love drones. So
He's like, what is this insurance even good for? Obama blew up all the hospitals.
He did, yeah. I think that's why it's affordable now, is because we destroyed all the hospitals in the Middle East. Some way, supply and demand, it works out in our favor.
That will drive down the amount of money we spend on healthcare because there's nowhere to use healthcare.
Right. Exactly.
And then we just start dying like we're on the Oregon Trail again.
Yeah.
Just dying of diarrhea or whatever weird disease, like basic disease we used to be able to cure.
I just want to be able to ford
Season 2 of The Walking Dead.
I just want to ford a river.
Yeah.
But how come
with a J in it, a fjord.
How come back then they had these cool amphibious boats and they didn't have those again until like World War II?
What the heck? Dude, in World War II they had the ducks. Do you ever go to the
I've been on a duck.
Hell yeah,
it's the
bro.
lamest thing.
Yeah, it sucks ass actually. It sounds cool. I'm like just happy that we had a shared experience. The actual experience does suck.
Yeah. It was mainly used by Marines.
Yeah. Hoorah.
Yeah, being an amphibious soldier would be tough, especially in a world war.
Yeah.
However, you were talking about a music producer or something at Lemmings.
Oh, yeah. Well, at Lemmings, I bumped into this guy. Well, actually, there was a guy who some women were complaining about, so I went over to talk to him.
Wait, why are you at Lemons Party? Isn't that where the old guys suck each other off?
No, I will not go to a bar called Lemmings Party. a bunch of lemmings blowing each other, a bunch of old ferrets.
Or it's Tim Dillon's bitch.
Making love.
Or Tim Dillon's bitch doing a podcast.
Yeah, that's the other guy, yeah.
Yeah, he used to get railed by Tim Dillon. He's like, you want to keep your job?
I heard background stuff on that. I can get tea on that guy. We could put it on a Patreon episode.
All right.
I know somebody who knows somebody, and you know them too.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
It's probably, I mean, if it's...
I bet you wouldn't guess right now, but we go talk about it later.
So it's not Ham Talent?
No.
You know, that's my first...
I don't think Ham Talent will ever come on the podcast again.
I don't know. Me and him are actually good friends now.
Okay.
We talk all the time.
I mean, he told me the other day he hates you.
What? Why?
Out of nowhere, unprovoked.
What the hell?
He was like, hey, remember that guy?
He didn't know.
Your friend?
He knows my name now.
He goes, remember that guy? I think his name is Ham Nepper.
What?
He called you Ham.
My brother's name is Sam. Not me. That'd be my brother. He's probably talking shit about my brother.
Yeah. Is it your gay brother?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe because he was porking a guy.
Yeah. Well, or maybe Ham is he hates gay people.
I could see that.
All right, that's where
He definitely has a bad track record. I remember one time I was hanging out with Sam and he pushed a gay guy in front of a train.
What?
Yeah. He said, that's because you're gay. Good luck in the afterlife. He's really religious.
Hey, guys, if you want some tea on Peyton Ruddy and Ham Talent, tune into Patreon.
Yeah. It probably won't be as good as the story I just told right now where he killed a guy.
It's good.
Okay.
It's better, probably.
Well, that story was fake anyway, so it's not a good story.
Sorry, let me borrow this.
Ham didn't
I
kill
need to write down a couple things.
Ham didn't kill nobody.
Fuck, I forgot the first thing I was going to say on Patreon.
Live, Laugh, Lund, by the way.
Yeah, so you were at Lemon.
Oh, I met a music producer guy.
Oh.
At first he was, I will go into this more, but the first thing I thought about him is like, I think that guy produces snuff porn. That was the look that he had to me.
The guy.
That was my first.
The guy that was talking to the girls?
Yeah, when you look across the room and you see a guy and you're like, oh, that guy, he looks like X thing. Like you judge their, maybe he's wearing a shirt with his name tag on it and you're like, oh, he looks like a mechanic, because he's got one of the mechanic shirts. This guy, he looked like a Russian snuff porn pimp.
I normally go for something more creative, like that guy's looks like a F slur. Or
that
guy's R-worded.
Yeah. This guy did look R-worded in here. He got it started in here.
Yeah.
He was getting it started in here.
Let's get R-worded in here. Hey, guys, on the Patreon, we let it loose. We're just trying not to get demon.
I actually enjoy not being able to say certain words because it forces me to be more poetic.
If we say...
Because I'm still going to convey the same meanings.
That's true.
I'm still going to get hate out one way or another.
We're trying not to
You could try and ban every word you want, YouTube, and I'm going to find a way to
is that where demon time came from?
I don't know.
Demonetize?
Oh, maybe. I mean, I think demon time is like a horny thing usually.
I don't know.
Like I'm on demon time. I'm like out lurking in the middle of the night to do some evils.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to be Gen Z, dude.
It's a little different than gooning. When you're gooning, that's a solo move.
I'm so far.
That's like solo demon time.
I'm so far from Gen Z. Because I'm in the greatest generation. People say I'm like the closest to it probably.
Yeah,
because I'm pretty great.
That's cool. Do you think you're an orbiter, or have you been glazing a lot of people?
I don't know what either of those are, so I'm not going to answer either.
I've been learning some new stuff. Been hanging out with kids like Drake.
He's an orbiter.
I've been texting Millie, Bobby, whatever.
Yeah.
Who's that girl? The girl from Stranger Things. I've been texting her when she was 14.
Oh, Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, she was teaching me all the slang.
What about Millie Bob Thornton?
And I was helping her with boys.
What if
Millie Bob Thornton?
number 5 or whatever her name is, she grows up and she's Billy Bob Thornton bald? It's Millie
from Sling Blade.
It's Millie Bob Thornton.
Some people call it a Kaiser roll,
and he's like,
I prefer a dinner roll.
He's like, give me an Eggo waffle, or I'm gonna explode this grocery store. It's such a bad. I can't do an impression of Billy Bob Thornton.
It's like this. Some people call it a Kaiser blade. I call it a sling blade.
I
haven't seen that movie in a long time. I don't know what he sounds like.
I've been trying to work on a Kendrick impression today, but I forgot it.
You're a pedophile.
Like, I'm Kendrick Lamar.
But then I go and it's turning into Lil Wayne because they're kind of similar sometimes. They also have the same like you know how some people have their second voice, like Future has his voice where he's like
oh yeah, he does the squeaky voice like he's holding in a big puff of weed
Lil
and
Wayne,
still trying to tell you something.
Yeah, Lil Wayne and Kendrick have a similar one. Like Kendrick's like, bitch, give me your phone. Fucking with Wayne, bitch.
I've been listening to all his diss songs. I feel like he's got a few voices he does.
So does Wayne.
Yeah,
they're both pretty level 5. Actually, it turns out.
I don't know if I call
Kendrick.
I don't know if I call Kendrick level 5.
A little,
but
he's too smart.
Level 5 to me applies to content.
Yeah,
they both have like really crazy styles though. I don't know what you call that, like level 5 style.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just got to be. It's
content wise. Lil Wayne is like level 5.
It's got to be all in, so it's got to be level 5 music.
Maybe like MF. What is it? Danger? Not MF Doom. He might be level 5.
Maybe
he has a verse where he rhymes it with the Ionic Pro Quattro. Do you know the Ionic Pro Quattro?
I think he's just a nerd.
Yeah, he's kind of a nerd, but I mean, it's cool to have a rhyme about infomercial for that thing. I don't even know what it is.
I don't know.
I remember it was an infomercial, the Ionic Pro Quattro.
The Ionic Plague? That's bubonic plague.
No, it's like an air purifier, I think.
I wish I was there during the
I think he says I'm going to clear the air like the Ionic Ionic Pro Quattro.
I like that's
it's pretty
good. Yeah. Because like this is like an ionic air purifier.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it was one of he has a line like that.
Yeah, it was like an ion.
But I remember there used to be an infomercial for this particular one that was called like the Ionic Pro Quattro.
It sounds
Quattro.
It sounds iconic.
Is Quattro not? It's not Spanish. Quattro. This means 4.
I think it's
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Yeah, but with that brand, I think it's 2 T's. I think it's 4 in Italian.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where's the Starbucks?
Yeah, I know. Sorry, continue about the guy.
I met a music producer. He looked like a creep. Women were complaining about him. I started talking to him.
Rick
He's like,
Rubin?
he goes, no, he didn't look. I looked like Rick Rubin. I think he thought I was Rick Rubin. He started telling me all his secrets.
Rubin the food, though.
Yeah. I look like a mix of Rick Ross Rubin.
Rick Ross and Rick Rubin.
Rick Ross Rubin.
Rick Ross and Rick Rubin had a baby.
Yep.
Fuck, they're both not that fat though anymore.
Rick Ross is still a big guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. He seems bigger than me. I think. I think Rick Ross. He's like thinned out a little.
Yeah, he's big boned.
He's on Ozempic.
Is that the Olympics?
Yeah. Isn't it crazy? All these fat people are in the Olympics now. Oh wait, that's Ozempic.
Yeah,
It's a diabetic drug that you lose weight.
If the fat people get in Olympics now, when do people with Crohn's get in Olympics?
I mean, skinny people are taking Ozempic too to get really skinny. Like the Kardashians are all really skinny now.
Can I do the Olympics for disabled people?
I think yes.
I would still lose for sure. Mm-hmm. In everything.
I mean, you have the unfortunate situation where you didn't get the intelligence or the strength.
Yeah. Well, you don't need the intelligence.
You got all the DS with none of the benefits.
Guys, don't listen to the episode that we're smart in. Because we're so dumb.
I met a music producer. He claimed to have done songs with Drake. He worked on Life of Pablo. He showed me his name in the credits of
Life of Pablo?
Yeah. You know what you got.
It's like on the CD.
What you want, I got it. Whatever, that Jay-Z song.
It's like on the cassette tape.
No, it was like on his phone, a picture of like the liner notes or whatever the fuck. He showed me his name and everything. And he worked on Life of Pablo, My Dark Twisted Fantasy. He he's name dropping all these people. He told me a story, 2 stories I'm going to share at the Patreon. Well, I think the reason why is because a bunch of women were being mean to him, and then I'm like too nice to really I was like, "Hey man, leave these girls alone." He's like, "No, I got a wife." I go, "Oh, okay, you're fine."
Yeah.
And then he started being like,
and you said a happy wife.
"Oh, the first thing he said to me was like, that girl told me she was a comedian, and I just wanted to talk to her because I actually used to own the Andy Kaufman estate." And I was like, "Okay, you seem crazy. Let's keep going."
Is that a big house?
He owned Andy Kaufman's everything, his rights to videos and all this shit, and then he sold it to The Rock. He told me
Any relation to?
so they could use it for wrestling videos. And he went to Jerry Lawler's house in Memphis because Jerry Lawler was friends with Andy Kaufman.
Did this guy offer to buy you a drink or no?
Yeah,
Okay.
and
I was gonna see if he was for real or not.
oh yeah,
Because he wouldn't if he was broke.
He definitely tried to buy us drinks and I don't know, and just really tried to tell us all about how great he was, and I kept on just making little jokes about it, and he kept on taking me seriously I was doubting him. I was kind of trolling his insecurities a little bit, and it got him to tell us more and more stuff.
Well, that's probably why. He's probably not used to the ball busting of comics.
Maybe, yeah.
So
well, supposedly he's friends with Joe Rogan. That was one thing he said too.
Well,
he's like, when I go to Austin, I stay at Joe Rogan's house, and then he's like, Joe Rogan told me I have to try comedy. I'm going to be a great comedian.
You should have said call him.
And I said you should try it. I agree with Joe.
Whenever me and John Hickok are hammered, I always tell him to prank call Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
Because he has a cell phone number.
Right. Well, now we could prank call this music producer guy. I got his number.
Oh, we could, yeah.
Although I did text him and he never texted me back. I texted him nice to meet you, dude, that night.
He probably thought it was some guy later that he had.
No, he had me save my number in his phone, and I even put in he seemed drunk, so I put in the description, guy you met at a bar, we talked about comedy.
Yeah, but
in the company name.
Yeah, but he probably thought it was the guy that he met up later with and had gay sex with, and
he doesn't want to call that guy back because he was bad at sex.
Well, no, he that was the first time he ever had gay sex.
Oh, so he's haunted by it.
Yeah, he's in the closet.
So every time I text him, it kind of
yeah,
it drives his self hatred and all that.
So keep doing it.
Seems right, yeah. He's I'm married to a supermodel, and then he showed us pictures of his wife on the cover of whatever.
Yeah.
He was really trying to brag, and I really didn't care about anything he said, even though he had legitimate. He's like, I'm hanging out at Drake's house, and Rihanna's in the pool. And I'm like, okay. Because I'm like, I just feel like 50-50 if I really believe him through most of these stories. He did have a lot of details where I think overall I do believe him. And I have 2 stories he told me, which he's like, these are stories that you can't find on the internet. And me and Neuro do nothing but watch hip hop drama shit. So he told me a story about P. Diddy that I had never heard before. And I watched a lot of P. Diddy like conspiracy videos. Like, so I know a lot of the P. Diddy shit. And I'd never heard the story before. I'm going to put it on Patreon.
Are you looking for a video of like of P. Diddy and Meek Mill having sex? Is that why you're diving so deep into it?
yeah. I was Googling. I just wanted to see how big his hog is.
Sorry, keep going.
Dude, P. Diddy is such a... My thing with P. Diddy is like, why has he always got that dumb look on his face?
What, like
P. Diddy? He's always like...
Yeah.
He just looks like a dumb guy. Supposedly he's got hands though. He beat up Drake one time.
Okay, well.
And Drake put that lyric in a song.
That's not that hard.
Well, he like dislocated Drake's shoulder.
You said Kendrick put that in a song, or
no? Drake put it in one of his own songs. Like, I got beat up over something, and it was referencing P. Diddy, like stole one of his beats or something.
Well, was he bragging about?
Or P. Diddy had a beat he passed on, and then Drake took the beat and made it into a popular song. And then Drake got like beat up by P. Diddy. P. Diddy ripped him out of a car and dislocated his arm and then punched him in the face.
Drake used this in a diss song?
Drake was just rapping about like different stuff. You know how rappers will just have a song where they'll like go from subject to subject?
Yeah.
And he threw in a line like, I got beat up over that one, but it was worth it. He had a line like that.
But this wasn't in one of the Kendrick diss songs.
Oh, no. This is old news. Okay. This is old P. Diddy shit. Yeah, sorry. Nothing related to the current Kendrick situation.
I would rap about getting beat up by Chance the Rapper, but not in a diss, not in a diss song. Do you think that's the only fight Drake's been in? Well, probably.
Maybe. I mean, that one and the P. Diddy one.
That one probably really scarred him. The P. Diddy one is the only one he's been in.
It might be the only one.
No, Chance the Rapper is... I've been in a lot of fights, and Chance the Rapper...
I mean, in his defense, you're going to punch a guy in a wheelchair? I mean, all through Degrassi, he was method acting in that wheelchair.
That's true, yeah.
I don't know. Somebody commented on something like, why don't they just fight? And somebody commented, rich people don't fight. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of true. You know, like, what do you expect? You know, rich, they're not going to fight. Maybe P. Diddy will, because he seems like a legit psycho.
I think if you're a rapper, you either gotta, if you're not gonna personally shoot that thing, then if you're not gonna personally pow, then you got to throw the hands.
Well, you know, and like Kendrick's a small guy too, so Kendrick would probably just shoot a gun, and he's not gonna try and square up with Drake.
Yeah, Gucci Mane would do both.
Yeah, Gucci Mane's cool.
Just depending on the situation. Like if someone sends someone to kill him, then he kills them. If Jeezy wanted to fight him, he would just fight him.
Have you heard this new Gen Z slang? No Diddy. It's the new no homo. They say no Diddy. Gucci Mane came out with a song where that's like the chorus. I'm doing this and that, no Diddy. I'm doing this and this, no Diddy.
Is it like no diggity? That song? That old song?
No.
Diggity,
Is it? Not at all. It's like a total Gucci Mane song where he's like, I'm doing that, no Diddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of those.
That sounds just like Gucci Mane. What about this? I'm Ricky Rose.
He had some good
stuff. Cocaine running in my big veins.
He does have big veins.
Yeah.
He's got big bones and big veins.
Mm-hmm. That's why he has to do a lot of coke, because that's how he got skinny. Coke Zempic.
Oh, yeah. Coke Zempic. He's on Coke Zempic.
Yeah.
My favorite, I've been really enjoying, we're going to talk about Kendrick and stuff with our guest, but I've been really enjoying Rick Ross in this whole Drake feud because he did a diss against Drake. I haven't listened to it, but he's been putting out these Instagram videos where he's like, yo, BBL Drizzy, I'm having fun in Florida right now. Fuck you. He doesn't say it like that, but he just has like a bunch of Instagrams where he's like, we're at a pool party, listen to Kendrick Lamar, and he hates you. You know, like, it's so funny.
Has 50 Cent hopped in yet?
No.
Oh, what?
People are wondering why he hasn't said anything.
He's waiting.
He always talks shit.
He's waiting.
People are saying...
Yeah,
I think now is the perfect time to chime in because I think it's about over.
What was that one 50 thing where he got out of the hospital? He's like, I listened to Fat Joe.
Dude, he's responsible. Well, the thing about 50 Cent I thought about, he's enemies with Rick Ross, but I think he might also be enemies with Drake.
There's no way he likes Drake, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like he doesn't really have a side.
I think that the amount of people, if they had a gun to their head, that would choose a side.
Yeah,
I'd say 95 would choose Kendrick's side.
I think that's where we're at. I'll say I got way too in this. I've been going to
I think Drake has to stay in Canada. He has to stay in Toronto.
I think he's going to be fine. Same way he lost to Pusha T. You know, he lost the rap battle with Pusha T, and he just came out with a new album, and everything went back to normal.
Well, I'm coming out with a diss track against Drake, folks, so keep an eye out for that.
That's what we need. The nail in the coffin.
Yep.
Is whatever you
the
put
nail
out.
in the Andy Kaufman. But I'm gonna
let me know if you need a feature for that.
I'm gonna tell him to skedaddle to Saskatchewan or wherever the fuck you from.
But I want to say I do think most people think Kendrick is winning because I think that the internet is a little bit biased toward Drake. Like, I think the algorithm favors Drake, but I see these news articles that I follow a lot of hip hop news shit. And then people push this button if you like Kendrick, push this button if you like Drake. And then you could see how many likes, like people are like kind of voting. And I saw one news source, it had like 13,000 for Kendrick and like 2,000 for Drake.
Yeah.
That's like crazy disproportion.
Yeah.
And that was right after Drake's most recent diss.
But also,
like it was that night.
Yeah. And even, on the ones that are more biased towards Drake's, probably just dumb girls that don't even listen. Like, I love Drake.
Yeah. There's definitely meat riders on either side. There's a lot of people calling each other Kendrick meat riders and Drake meat riders.
Or just, I'm on team fuck Drake.
Yeah, me too.
I like Kendrick. He's not my favorite.
I'm crazy biased because I've hated Drake for a long time.
No, I like Schoolboy Q a lot. I like Lil Wayne a lot.
Do you remember when I used to be like, Drake stole?
You've always hated Drake.
I've always hated Drake. And do you remember I used to say this? I used to say Drake Diverna. Remember I used to say Drake, he uses Future to seem like he's cool with girls, and he uses 21 Savage to seem like he has street cred. Kendrick Lamar did that in his like one song. He's like, you used this guy, you used Future to get into the club, you used Lil Baby to learn the lingo. You used 21 Savage to get street cred. He went down a whole list of Atlanta rappers saying that Drake used all these guys.
He's like an octopus. He just grabs each hand.
He goes, you're a colonizer. Like you took all our black stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because you weren't in the black group. You went to Atlanta and colonized it.
He's like
he said,
for all of our history buffs here, he's like the Japanese when they wanted to modernize. They would go to every country.
You don't have to be white to be a colonizer.
Yeah.
We were just the best at it.
Yeah. Well, but the Japanese were best at rapidly doing it in a.
Oh yeah, they did it in a short span.
Yeah,
dude, they're very disciplined.
They figured out paper houses.
Yeah,
that's big,
dude. Origami.
But we figured out paper planes.
Hell yeah. So did MIA.
Yeah. Well,
MIA figured out paper planes.
No, I know, but
MIA, singer,
Third World Democracy. Yeah, I know her. No, I have something to say about her. She says
she's right about that disease.
She says I get high like paper, get fly like planes, and again, you unless you know the name of that song, that lyric doesn't make sense.
Well, you might be able to put together paper planes.
I get high like paper.
Oh, yeah.
Get fly like planes. Unless you know the name of the song.
I'll be honest. Whenever I heard that song, I thought it was a bunch of nonsense already. I mean, listen to her accent. She sounds crazy.
That was back when I smoked weed when I was listening to that song.
That's the kind of thing people like to do when they're on weed, is listen to lyrics that don't make sense.
Well, that's definitely a weed song.
I went through the desert on a hose with no name.
Yeah.
That was definitely written while high.
Yeah, on lots of stuff.
It felt good to get out of the rain.
Or in Ventura Highway, they say alligator lizards in the air.
Yeah. Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Well, I don't think they were high.
Pom pom.
They were just weird.
Dude, if you weren't high, if a sober person wrote that song, they have a mental illness.
Yeah. Did you know that the doobie
I never understood a single word he said, but I helped him drink his wine. He's feeding the frog wine.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Yeah, he's kind of like
You can't understand the words the frog is saying because the word is ribbit. It's not a word. It's a sound.
That's true.
It's mating call, probably.
There's riblets, a little bit, little rib pieces. Shit. I was gonna say something profound.
I'm gonna write down this. If you wrote the song "Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog" sober, you're mentally ill.
Oh, the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah,
You know that
they got Doobie right in their name.
No, they were sober.
China Grove.
The Doobie Brothers never once smoked weed.
No.
Yeah.
I seen the Doobie Brothers live before
Yeah.
at Summerfest in Milwaukee. Did I tell you that story?
And they didn't smoke weed.
They were they were sponsored by Harley Davidson. It was a live concert, and they kept doing commercials for Harley Davidson in between songs.
That's
They go,
awesome.
it's gonna be a great year with Harley.
Yeah.
Oh, China Grove.
A capitalism, baby.
What is it?
And that's why we're sponsored by Cool Steeper Club. Actually, finish your story about that guy.
Oh, the music producer guy. Here's a teaser for Patreon. I'm going to tell you what he told me that was top secret. He told me a story about P. Diddy being crazy. And he told me a story about
Like a specific story.
specifically about
That he was there.
Drake and Pusha T's beef and why Drake never came out with a comeback to Pusha T.
Okay.
And
he was there for the Diddy thing.
He was actually there for the Diddy thing.
But he knows the T on the other thing.
He knows the T on this other thing, which he claims he also saw Drake's diss.
Oh, really?
Like, oops, that's a little spoiler. That maybe Drake did have a diss. He just never put it out.
Well, speaking of the T that he's found out, we actually are in love with this company called Cool Steeper Club. I had a package come to my door, and it said,
I love that.
Well, it said from.
Don't you love when a package comes to your door?
Yeah.
This is what Bert Kreischer does on his podcast. They do ads, and he's like, dude, I love that. Don't you just love like when you have drinking a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Which is what we're sponsoring.
It said.
Don't you love nicotine because they do the Vins things?
Tucker Carlson is sponsored by Zyn.
Dude, they're psychos. Those guys
love
are
it.
psychos.
But I got a package that said from Ted Kaczynski. And I was like, cool. Who's that? It said from Ted Kaczynski.
What?
Yeah, I was like, that's weird.
Wait, so Ted Kaczynski sent you a package,
No,
but Ted Kaczynski?
No, it said Ted Kaczynski. I misspoke.
I guess he's probably safe then.
Yeah, and I was like,
I mean, if it was regular Ted Kaczynski,
it was most of his
kind
name. It was
it's a
most of
little
his name,
scary, yeah.
and I was willing to take the risk. I opened it up, and it was not a bomb.
Okay, well that's great.
It was tea.
I think that's probably the first time.
Yeah.
Well, I love tea.
It was just a funny joke.
What kind of tea was it?
It was steeper.
Cool Steeper Club?
Yeah.
I've been on this. It's a subscription tea service, coolsteeperclub.com.
Yeah, and
I think
basically,
they call this native advertising.
well, I got it. I pulled it out. It looks like a bomb. Maybe it had like a ticker and everything
Whoa,
on
shit,
it.
at a clock?
But then I just took off all the fake bomb stuff.
Turned out it was just a Muslim kid's clock.
No, but
He did it
after
as a school project.
yeah, so after I took all the wires and stuff off of it, then under it there was a pitcher and this cool filtration thing and a cap and a cup, and there was also a big bags of tea.
Oh yeah,
and I
it
read,
comes with 4 big pouches of tea.
yeah,
They make
there's
4
four in
pitchers
there.
each.
Yeah, I thought it was
like 16
I
pitchers.
was scared
of
because
tea.
there was 4. I thought it might have been C4.
Oh shit!
But I tried one out. I read the directions. It's kind of like IKEA directions.
Did you try and light the fuse?
Well, it was confusing. It was kind of like IKEA, so it was like open thing,
but it was IKEA.
put thing in the thing, and I was like, what did I do?
Yeah.
So I figured it out after a few hours, and then
Not bad. That's
put
pretty
it,
good.
I put it in the fridge. You leave it in the fridge overnight, and guess what happens?
Does it steep at a cool temperature?
It makes cool tea after steeping all night.
Oh my
and
God.
in the morning, you have the freshest tea of all time.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And this was when I was living on the plantation, and so I tried it was the sweet tea.
Oh, nice.
I had a nice sweet tea in my rocking chair while I watched the tractors harvest the cotton.
People from the South will act like sweet tea is something different. It's just tea with sugar in it.
Yeah.
These Southerners need to fucking chill out.
You know they also call all pop and all soda, they call it Coke.
What the
They say, can I get a Coke? And they say, what kind?
I'd be like, here you go. They'd be like, no, I want Sprite Coke.
That's literally what it is.
Shut up.
I swear, it's literally what it is. Like people from like Alabama and Louisiana, that's what they say.
Well, you know what they say about the South?
They're not smart.
They're a bunch of dumbasses.
Except for Stonewall Jackson.
He's the only smart one.
But he got friendly fired.
He invented the stone wall.
He got friendly fired.
Before that, we had to do dirt walls.
How did they?
He was like, what about these rocks? That would be a pretty good wall. People were like, no.
He got shot by his own guys. You don't notice Stonewall
You know what he shoulda
Jackson? He's a
had?
giant guy made out of stone.
You know what the problem was? He built the stone wall on the wrong side. He should have built the stone wall between him and his guys.
Or on his back.
Or on his back.
Yeah, and he would have got shot in the back.
Yeah.
But friendly fire, not very friendly in my opinion.
Yeah, it's weird.
Killing
they call
someone
it that.
in your own, like,
Yeah.
that's what the worst thing you can do.
Probably one of the least friendly things you could do to somebody.
Yeah, like they're supposed to be your brother at arms.
We got a type of, this is an oxymoron if I've ever heard one.
It's also the opposite of the person you're supposed to kill. It actually takes away someone from your army.
Yeah.
It's like adding someone to
And
their
it wastes
army pretty much.
ammo.
Wastes ammo and friendship. What
It has a
if you won
bad
that?
effect on morale.
Yeah. What if you at the end of that battle, you guys were gonna go have a cool steeper club at the bar and celebrate? Now you can't.
You go, it's cool steeper club for 2. Oh, I guess I only
I killed
need
Stonewall
one today.
Jackson. Yeah.
The other one was going to be for Stone.
The other one was everyone's favorite general.
Do you think people call him Stone?
No, he'd probably get pissed.
He's like, call me the full thing, Stonewall Jackson, every
Yeah.
time. Call me Colonel Stonewall Jackson.
I think he was like
I don't know what he was.
I think he was like he was general. I think he was like really dumb, like when you talk to him, but just like a autistic genius. Like
I feel like they all were probably like very like PTSD.
he was also very religious, but he was just like not a guy you have an intelligent conversation with.
What would you talk to him about? What's your favorite root vegetable to eat?
Yeah, he'd be like carrots.
He's like beef.
He'd be like, I like apples. That's what most of my conversations with John Hickok are like. I'm like, what do you like to do, John? He's like, I like to eat apples.
He is, yeah. He's our. I think we met him at Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
He was one of the giraffes.
I think we met him at. Have you ever been to Lamb?
Oh, but if you go to coolsteeperclub.com, 25% off with the promo code Bad Comedy.
Yeah, Tom, that's like a 40-minute ad, so you better throw some extra.
All
on
that
check.
Stonewall Jackson stuff counts as the ad.
Have you ever been to Lamb's Farm up north a little bit further? It's like where R-worded people go all the time, but it's like
What?
there's like lambs, and it's like a farm kind of.
Oh, it's like a petting zoo?
Yeah.
I'm in. Me and Nura love petting zoos. We wouldn't see alpacas. Ever seen those pictures of me with the alpacas?
Pakistan?
You wish.
How many countries are there with stands in them?
Kazakhstan.
So do you think like the people there,
Pakistan.
they're big stands of
Uzbekistan.
Yeah, I'm a huge Uzbekistan.
Yeah, they're all
know?
stands.
Yeah.
They all love Eminem.
You know that I didn't realize what being like something Stan was for the longest time.
Yeah,
and I knew what the song Stan was about, but I didn't know it was referencing that.
That added a word to our culture.
Yeah,
They're like, you're such a fan of something that you would kill your wife for it.
Mm-hmm.
You kill your wife and kid because you love it so much.
I thought he just KYS himself.
No, he kills his wife. She's in the trunk or
they're in the-
whatever.
Okay.
Remember, he drives the car off the bridge, I think, at the end with her in the trunk.
Remember that song where Eminem?
Tears go by, I wonder why.
It's
And I can cry.
it's actually my tea's gone cold.
My tea's gone cold, I wonder
That actually
why.
that is the lyrics, literally.
Because I put it in the fridge. Here we go. That's the Cool Steeper Club
Tea's
song.
gone cold. I'm loving that.
I got
it's
I did
Cool
that on
Steeper
purpose.
Club.
Yeah.
Got a picture in my fridge. And it's Obama. It's Cranberry
25%
Obama.
off.
It's 25% off. And we'll sing in the Elton John way. And even if I couldn't
Did
drink.
he do a cover?
Yeah, he and Eminem performed it live at the Grammys.
Oh, that's the shit.
Yeah, it was dope.
Dido for the Cool Steeper Club song.
Yeah.
Maybe we can give it to Tom and he'll put it on his Facebook page for Cool Steeper Club.
Yeah, probably.
Tom is the CEO. We're friends with the CEO.
Yeah, we know.
We're friends with a lot of CEOs.
Yeah, we're friends with CEOs, big time music producers. That's why he goes by Rick Rubin Sandwich.
Rick Rubin.
Friends
Ross.
with who else am I friends with? I got beat up by Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, one time I saw Chance the Rapper over on Division Street when I was on my lunch break at work. He was walking around.
You should have beat him up.
Looking for people to pat him on the back for basically not putting out a good album in 20 years.
Cool that you wear a 3 on your hat. You're not a BD.
It's time
for him to get hurt.
Time for you to get a new hat. I'm wearing that same fucking hat for a long ass time.
Has there been any?
He's just a rich kid. His dad's like a politician.
Yeah, I know. He sucks.
Fuck Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
Chance the Rapper's whole thing was he had Kanye beats. Kanye did a bunch of beats for him. That's, in my opinion, why he was successful.
I was actually
a
pretty big Chance fan. I went to a show and then got my ass kicked after the show.
I gave him a chance. I said no.
And then I wasn't.
Taylor Bennett did a Beer Belly open mic.
I know.
His brother.
Buckets Bennett.
Oh. Taylor Bennett's Chance the Rapper's brother, I guess. He's a rapper too. I don't know.
I thought.
He's a rapper too. I've never heard his music.
His last name is not the rapper?
No.
Oh.
Get this. That's a fake last name.
Bennett?
Chance the Rapper.
Oh. Are they related to Tony Bennett?
I think they're related to Tony the Rapper.
Come rap with me. Come rap.
They're related to Parappa the Rapper.
Isn't that like a cartoon?
I think so, yeah. I actually only know about it from there's part of the Chris Chan story. I don't know what it actually is. Chris Chan was really pissed when he didn't win some like Parappa the Rapper challenge he wrote a rap for.
Yeah.
I think it was a video game or something.
I was watching a Mel Gibson movie. Have you watched this one? He's
good in everything.
He's
always good.
He's on a radio show. He's an edgelord guy, and then
I don't think I've seen that.
I
one.
only got halfway through because I fell asleep, but it only got like 20% on everything, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it. And then
I think I would watch any Mel Gibson.
And
movie.
it was good, but I need to watch the rest of it. Mm-hmm. But I think
right now I'm on a Nick Cage kick. I'll watch any Nicolas Cage movie.
Yeah, you were telling me that. I still haven't gotten on it.
Some of the movies are bad.
There's like a Western with him in it, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that one good?
I don't know. He does. I don't know what it is. He's done everything. I watched like half of one where they're shooting buffalo. Maybe that's the one you're talking about. Nicolas Cage was good. The movie was kind of boring, but I love Nicolas Cage, and every scene he's awesome.
Yeah.
I just watched this one called Arcadia where they're fighting these monsters. It's like in the post-apocalyptic future, and him and his 2 sons are fighting these like werewolf monsters.
Yeah. I like Nicolas Kids and Cages.
Whoa.
That was one of my
That's pretty good.
That was one of my premiere jokes. This is when like people were really.
Hey, are the kids still in the cages? By the way?
Yeah, I mean probably.
Let them out, Nick.
It only matters when Trump's in office. but I had this joke.
Stop Asian hate when Trump is in office. It was my opener.
I was like, kids in cages. I was like, what's up with that?
Okay, I remember that. Yeah. I didn't remember it. Nicholas Kids in Cages.
No, that's new. That's new. That's new material.
You know who should have been in the cage instead of the kids? That dang Siberian tiger that killed Roy.
Yeah.
Put that in a cage.
Yeah.
It killed Roy.
Siegfried and Roy.
Or Siegfried. I can't remember which one died.
Yeah, it was probably Roy.
Remember one of them died from a tiger attack?
It was probably Roy.
Yeah.
Let's go through every duo of people and see, figure out who the worst one was.
It was probably Roy.
Roy, yeah. Roy.
Siegfried sounds like a cool guy.
Yeah.
All right, Penn and Teller.
Teller's cooler.
Teller is the one who doesn't talk.
Yeah, he's cool.
And that's the irony is his name is Teller.
Ooh, yeah, he's cooler.
Is that why his name is Teller?
Penn, yeah, he's that like one
and
of the
Penn,
he has a ponytail and he's bigger. I don't like him.
He's an edgelord. He's all right or something.
He is?
Yeah.
I like
well,
him
he
then.
became like a libertarian. I think he's a libertarian.
Okay. That's not I mean that being a libertarian like isn't an inherently bad thing.
It is when you got a ponytail. You know that guy's gonna be annoying.
You're right. Take Kaczynski.
It's cool if you're like a libertarian and you don't talk about it, which is almost never the case.
Yeah.
But if you're a libertarian with a ponytail, it's over.
I kind of don't talk about it. Or actually, I talk about alternative types of politics that I want to do, like cashism.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like, remember, because I'm going to buy Iceland and Greenland.
Yeah.
So I can get all the jewelry from Iceland, and then I'll get all the cash money.
Get all the green, yeah.
From Greenland, and then you're going to be my ice president.
Hell yeah, dude. I'll be the Ice King.
Yeah.
I think that's from a show. Is there an Ice King in the show?
I don't know. There's a lot of ice queens.
Yeah, that's a bitch who won't fuck you.
Yeah. So calling someone an ice queen is probably meaner than calling someone a bitch.
Yeah. How about an ice princess?
Yeah.
You little ice princess.
Or a rice princess.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
What?
Horchata.
Memoirs of a Geisha.
I was going to say something about what we were just talking about. What the hell were we just talking about before Iceland and Greenland?
Oh, duos.
Oh, yeah.
Garfunkel's worse than Simon.
Yeah. True that. Paul Simon.
Yeah.
Simon Says.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Thanks.
Wait, two first names though. That's a red flag.
Paul
red
Simon.
flag. Yeah, two first names, not good.
I wonder if Simon is his real last name because he seems Jewish.
Maybe his last name is.
And I bet he changed it.
What if his last name's Simon and Garfunkel?
His last name was N. Garfunkel.
And Garfunkel, yeah.
And he had to change it so they
His
he
middle
have a
name
guy
is-
named Garfunkel in his band.
Yeah, his middle name's Simon. His last name's Ann Garfunkel. That sounds like a name. Like
He goes,
that sounds like a German name.
I could be your bodyguard. And
I am Ann Garfunkel.
you could be my long lost pal.
I am
said you
Heinrich
could-
Ann Garfunkel.
He said, buddy, if you call me, you can call me Al. His name's Paul.
Well, there's that song where the guy's like, "You can call me Maurice."
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a list of nicknames.
Why is it Maurice? Why is that one of his names?
No. He says, some people call me the space cowboy.
Yeah.
Some people call me the gangster of love.
Do you think Maurice is just a secret name he has?
Some people call me Maurice. Yeah.
I know. But he has like nicknames and that is a regular name.
Which is funny because I'm pretty sure the band is called like the Stevie Richards band, or what's the band called?
I don't know.
It's like his name is in the band.
Stevie Nicks.
It's like this. It's like the I can't remember the name of the band.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
But the band, that band that does that song is his name. It's his name band, like whatever his name is. So it's like, and their most famous song is a song about different names that they call them, and the band is his actual name.
Interesting.
There's a big name thing going on here.
Do you think that there's any new children being named Gene? Any men? Gene.
I went in after Gene Simmons and Gene
Wilder.
Gene Wilder's cool. I like Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilding Out.
Gene Simmons is the gay guy? Or no, is that Kiss?
Well,
Richard Simmons is the gay guy. Gene Simmons is the lead singer of Kiss.
yeah. They do that song that's like, your kiss is on my lips.
Yeah.
Or they also
they would dress like they played metal, and then they would play rock songs.
Yeah. That was, yeah.
Yeah.
They dressed like they were like Slipknot, but then they would just do like normal rock.
Dude, yeah. And he'd stick out his long ass tongue like, I want to eat pussy.
Yeah, the band Kiss would do like Dave Matthews music. And
Yeah.
they'd be like,
I met a guy one time who's like, Kiss is my favorite band. My son's name is Ace. It's Ace Frehley. It's the guitar player from Kiss.
my son's name is Ace Hardware.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did. I might tell a story that's not fun. Next.
Jason Aldean, Jason Hardy's.
Oh yeah, what other duos? Was that it?
No.
Burger King and McDonald's.
Pimp C and Bun B. Pimp C better name. Bun B alive.
Yeah, I like them both.
Bun B.
People think Pimp C was murdered. Did you know that? I didn't know there's actually a lot of conspiracies around his death.
Well,
A lot of people think he was killed
by a poison, the syrup.
Yeah. They're like, he drank syrup every day. It was fine. Then one day he dies from it? Yeah, right.
Well, that's not a great argument.
No, I don't think anyone actually said that.
That's like how most heroin addicts die is from heroin.
It's like, come on, he did heroin every day. Then all of a sudden the heroin kills him. Give me a break. Pull the wool off your eyes.
You're telling me that Lil Wayne drinks 2 liters of lean a day and then he has a seizure from lean.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's in a coma. He's never been in a coma before.
He's probably.
What's the chance?
He's probably. That's probably why Lil Wayne's not chiming in on this whole thing. Is he's probably on a respirator wheezing.
Yeah.
Wheezy F baby.
Lil Weezy, who is he? Me around a cat?
Yeah, because you
Can I have allergies?
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks that you love your cat and you're allergic to a cat.
It's fine. I just take Claritin. Or your
You
allergy pills.
just take all my Claritin.
Yeah, whatever you got.
You take my fake Claritin. That's actually poison that makes you stupider over time.
Oh, I fucking knew it. I used to know it.
Yeah.
Now I'm stupid. I don't know it anymore.
Yeah, you've been taking it for years. You thought you just started taking it recently.
Damn it. I can't even remember what I've been taking. I pretty much do any pill I find on the floor.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just a big piece of rice.
Really? One time because you know how rice like grows in the water, kinda, it like expands. One time I ate a piece of rice and it got super big.
Oh, yeah.
And then I had a rice baby.
Whoa.
Yeah.
One time I married.
It was just a Chinese kid.
One time I got an Asian lady pregnant.
Really?
We had a rice baby.
Right. Is a rice paddy is like a rice farm.
Yeah.
Is it also? But what are those things called?
I think it's a Asian Irish guy.
But what are those? That's good. What about like those rice puffs that you eat?
Those are good, right? Are they good?
I thought those were rice patties. Yeah, they're kind of good.
Okay.
They're kind of flavorless.
Yeah, I like that though. It's just like something to eat.
Yeah, it's like the fill
when you're a fat person and you just like eating and you don't want it to be anything.
Yeah, and you don't have any Ozempic left.
Yeah, so you're just eating like
you're just basically eating air.
Yeah,
it's like eating styrofoam.
Have you ever met anyone who like ate ramen noodles like dry?
Yes, I do.
That's like
actually.
A move.
Yeah,
certain people do.
Yeah, they would open up the packet and shake it up. They would shake up pour the packet into the container.
Oh, they did. They put the powder in. Yeah. I knew somebody no powder even.
Yeah, that's
just munching.
Yeah, it's not cool.
On hard noodles.
Not cool. No. Oh, so I was wondering. So that Mel Gibson movie. I noticed.
Yeah, that's what we were talking
about. I noticed that there was one of the producers or one of the producing things was like Saban or Saban, and I've noticed that for a few movies that might have had Mel Gibson.
Who is Saban?
Well, I know the only Saban I know is Nick Saban, the coach of Alabama.
Okay, well,
so maybe he's behind alt-right movies.
I mean, Alabama has a dark history of racism, right? As a state.
Alabama.
I could see them being associated with Mel Gibson, the guy who has a history of.
I think Alabama and like Mississippi are the most south you can really go. You can be south.
Yeah, true.
Texas is a little bit different. It's further
Texas
south,
is different,
but it's its own entity.
It's like it doesn't want to be part of nothing.
It's more libertarian.
I don't even know about that. It's like its own thing.
Well, it's more like no laws, yeehaw.
Yeah. It's like I'm the law of my land, you're the law of yours. We all got our own space.
Like these laws is my laws. Those laws are your laws.
Yeah,
from Texas,
and that's just respect
from this part of Texas to that part of Texas.
Yeah, that's where Big X the Plug's from.
Where?
Oh, they also got Houston.
You know, I grew up in
all the drank culture.
I grew up in the Alamo.
The Alamo.
Yeah, inside the fort.
I grew up listening to Big Mo.
Oh,
from Houston.
I know a guy named Almo. There was actually a singer named Keb Mo. Keb apostrophe Mo.
Keb.
Catch this. Black guy, not a rapper though.
I actually would have guessed that.
Yeah.
Keb Mo.
He's a singer. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a black guy.
It kind of reminds me of like Tevin Campbell. There's a guy named Tevin Campbell.
Anybody named Tevin I don't want to know about.
Well, he's a 90s singer, and if you ever seen the Goofy movie, he's all the music, the guy they go see, that's Tevin Campbell does the songs.
Okay, I like him now.
Dude, also, he's got a great song. I'm just not thinking of it.
Isn't there a Tevin Coleman? Maybe that was an athlete. I know.
Well, I think Tevin Campbell is somehow wrapped up with P. Diddy, by the way. So there's like a whole...
Tevin shouldn't be a name.
But Tevin is like, it's like Kevin? Yeah. It's like when you meet him, he goes, "Hi, I'm Tevin." You mean Kevin?
Yeah.
You want to correct him on his own name?
Yeah.
No, I'm Tevin.
Imagine how bad Home Alone would have been if they went, Tevin!
Imagine just like any name is just with the wrong letter at the beginning. Hello, my name is Drayson.
Well, there's Devin.
You mean Jason? No, Drayson, like D-R-A. So
yeah.
Drayson.
Drayson. I knew a guy named Dracy.
And,
I know a guy named Dracy Claiborne in high school.
Nice to meet you. I'm Cack. You're Cack. Yeah. Cack. Bepper.
This guy Dracy.
Cack Bepper.
This guy Dracy, he always had super ashy lips. And
Tracy? You mean Tracy?
he would walk around and be like, Yeah, could I get a square? Could I bum a square?
Yeah. That's cool. That sounds cool.
Shout out Tracy Claiborne if you're listening, if you're around still.
I never heard the stereotype. Maybe we should ask our guest who's black. But it seems like the black guys.
We're having a black guest to talk about hip hop,
So
folks.
I had heard Courtney Peterson's joke about how there's one black guy named Courtney in her group of 50 women named Courtney Peterson and one black guy named Courtney Peterson.
Yeah.
But then Nura pointed out, like, no, it's just like a thing. There will be like black guys with white girl names. There's Tracy Morgan. Drake's real name is Aubrey. You know, it's like black guys can just have a girl's name.
I know. There's
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like Kelsey.
Kelsey?
Actually, Kelsey Grammer. What?
Kelsey Grammer.
Like Hannah.
Shout out to Kelsey Grammer.
Hey, Hannah.
They murdered his
Olivia.
whole family.
You know Olivia Jefferson? That's a guy.
Is that? I don't know who that is, but I mean, it does. There is a
Isabel?
bunch.
No, there are.
Me and Nura were able to come up with a bunch. But I was like, that's what they get for naming Drake Aubrey. He was, of course, going to end up weird. He's the only guy I ever heard of named Aubrey. And she's like, no, there's a bunch of black guys who just have like white girl names.
Yeah. well,
How does that happen?
Well, yeah, Tracy, there's a lot.
Huh?
There's a lot of Tracys.
Who are girls?
Guys, too.
Which ones? There's Tracy Morgan.
There was a basketball player, Tracy McGrady.
He's a black guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like 1,000.
There's
more.
Tracy Chapman, a girl.
Well, kind of a guy. Well, more of a
Bud Black.
More green. She sounds like Kermit the Frog.
Uh-huh.
I remember we were driving your car.
That's a good song, dude.
It's a great song. One time I listened to it on repeat with my buddy Shaq till like 5 a.m. just doing blow.
That rules.
Yeah.
Who else? God damn, I knew I had more examples of this. Now I can only think of Aubrey and Tracy. What the hell?
I know more.
And there's Courtney. Like,
yeah. I knew a couple Courtneys.
There's Shannon Sharp. You know Shannon Sharp?
Yeah, there's Shannons. There's black.
But
Shannons.
Shannon is an Irish name, I think. I think there's Irish
also
guys named Shannon.
There's also people, a decent amount of black people with Irish last names.
Yeah, right. My girlfriend
O'Neill,
McGill.
McGill, and then there's Mahoney's that I've known.
Have you ever noticed that Shannon Sharp literally has
McCleary?
I love Shannon Sharp. He like used to just talk to people about sports on his podcast. Me and Nerv been watching him a bunch because he has like people on about drama. And he'll be talking to somebody about like real serious stuff, and he's trying to be serious. And then I look at him, and he has like a dent in his forehead from where his helmet was.
Shannon Sharp?
Yeah. He's just like got this line on his forehead. And I looked up younger pictures of him, and it's not there.
That's wild.
Like at some point, he got like a dent in his head.
Yeah, I mean, after hitting people that much, dude.
I mean, he might just wear like a fitted cap all the time, and he takes it off right before. No, he doesn't.
That's possible.
I think it's a dent.
That stays for a bit.
But he's always looking great for his podcast. Like he dresses up and like they film it and shit. He like wears like a suit.
For a name like Shannon Sharp, though, he's a little dull.
Yeah. I love him though. I really am starting to love that guy.
Me too.
I don't like him when he talks about sports. I don't know what he's talking about. But when he's like talking to Amanda Seales about, he's like, maybe they weren't being racist. Maybe you're just crazy. He didn't say that, but he was like, maybe you're just wrong.
No, dude. When it was the show with him and the white guy.
See, I didn't know about that show because
that was a big show.
Yeah, that was all sports though.
Spike and Shannon's.
Why did they split up?
I don't know, but the other guy was always serious and always had like hot takes, but was always super serious about it. And then Shannon would be like, "Man,
Shannon Sharp rules." Yeah.
My dad's watching The Wire.
Huh?
He just started it,
I've never seen it actually.
and you haven't seen it?
Nope. Okay. I'm not an electrician, dude. I was like, this does not appeal to me.
I think my dad's gay.
Oh, watch a show called The Wire. I don't know anything about electricity.
Well, for everyone else that's listening who's seen The Wire, my dad, he says he loves that character Omar, who turns out to be gay.
Ooh.
Yeah, but he's also like the coolest guy in the show.
Well, isn't that an interesting predicament?
Yeah. So
I mean, you want to love this guy because he's the coolest guy ever, but then again, he turns out to be gay.
Yeah, so either my dad's cool and has a good taste in what's cool, or my dad's gay.
Yeah.
So it's got to be one of those two.
And your brother's gay, and you're gay. So.
Well, hey.
All his kids are
You're
gay.
gay.
Wait, what?
It turns out the whole time.
No.
I'm Rubber Your Glue. What do you say? Bounce off to me. It's 6 to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably bounces really hard because you have a fat tummy.
Your dildo is rubber because you're gay and you have one. Gay dildo guy. Gay dildo lover.
You're a gay dildo guy.
You're like, my dildo is rubber.
You're Shane Guild gay
My dildo is rubber and I cum glue all over it.
Yeah.
Your glue is cum.
You. Wait, what? My glue is cum.
Yeah. That's what you glue stuff with.
Oh. Wait, no, you're glue.
Nope. I ain't cum. I'm a guy.
We already went over that.
I'm a
rubber,
human
you're
being.
glue. So I'm not.
A dildo?
No, I'm a condom.
All right. Hey, you know everyone's talking about how
Wait, so it says I'm rubber, you're glue. It means I'm a condom and you're jizz.
Technically, yes.
Shit.
I think, you know how everyone talks about women have it harder than men?
Yeah.
Well, how come you always hear about ribbed for her pleasure, but you never hear about ribbed for his pleasure?
No, you do. I still have the... It's adjacent condoms.
Well, I invented a condom that's ribbed on the inside for his pleasure.
It says ribbed for his pleasure on it.
Oh, it doesn't, does it?
It says ribbed for his pleasure.
Show me.
The man Jason is having sex with.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're a label maker. Nura got a label maker. I was like, dude, you and Mac are nuts. Label maker says something about you.
No, they are kind of nice. I actually just I have a file cabinet, and
You ever go somewhere and stuff has labels on it? You're like, ooh, this is not a good place to be.
I put what I have
when you see labels,
like the one that says crystal meth.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I put a label on my TV remote that says remote.
That's good. That's better. I don't like it when you go somewhere and there's a bunch of boxes and they have labels and you're like, ugh.
Oh,
This is going to be a
Airbnb.
stressful place to be. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Well, I guess Airbnb is not as bad because you're not going to be with the person who did all that.
Yeah, it's not yours. You could fucking come on the window.
Everything. It was like
you could put your rubber and glue all over the place.
It was like light switch door. It was like door handle.
One time I had a roommate who got mad at us and she put notes over all the walls. Over every light switch in the whole house, she put, shut off this light switch when you're not using it or whatever. Over every single light switch, she had put a note and with the smiley face. And I was like, that is the most evil, she's not smiling.
People that we get upset about like just like lights, electricity use, like it's not even close to like what like TVs and computers use and shit. Like it's really nothing.
Well, even worse, when I was a kid, my dad actually trained us to leave the lights on. He said, I'll pay a higher light bill. I just want people to think we're home all the time so nobody breaks in.
Yeah.
That was like my dad's security system.
When we were out of town, we would keep our lights on.
Yeah. And play a radio. We'd always play a radio too.
Oh, really?
I wonder if my dad was hanging around some like fucking weird people.
Maybe.
Because that's like some real like kind of like...
Well, people...
That's like a scary shit. You know, like leaving the radio and lights on all the time.
Well, some people will pay like a neighborhood kid to grab your mail too.
Yeah.
Just so it doesn't... Because if your mail's stacking up, then it looks like you're out of town.
Or you put a penny above the door. So you know if anyone's opened your door.
Because
it falls when they open the door.
Or you leave your son home.
Yes.
And then
on quote unquote accident.
Yeah, but you know he's a master like
booby
prankster and booby traps.
Guy,
yeah. And then you make sure you have paint cans at home and like ropes so they can have swinging paint cans.
Yeah, yeah.
And you make sure you have like a heater thing to put on the doorknob.
I was talking about.
Oh, and you hold on. You make sure you have your washer dryer is like messed up so it'll electrocute somebody.
I was talking about Kevin McAllister and how old was he when he was in that movie? Like 6 or 8?
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy he peaked at 8?
Yeah.
Like that was like the highest, most famous he ever was.
Yeah.
And when I see him as an adult, I go, hey, it's that kid from Home Alone.
Yeah, Kevin McAllister.
He still looks like
Kevin McAllister is my favorite actor. Yeah.
Me too.
He played Macaulay Culkin in that movie.
Yeah.
No,
in real life.
Kevin McAllister is my favorite actor.
I watched a video.
That Macaulay Culkin guy looks like a crackhead. I like the Kevin McAllister actor.
Yeah. You know that Kevin McAllister could make a crack pipe out of anything based on
oh for sure
based on what we saw.
Yeah,
in
he's
Home Alone.
like Kid MacGyver. Yeah,
I had an idea for a movie where it's an old man living in the hood. he gets like a bunch of money. He gets like $600 from like a whatever. Sells a car or something. And then a bunch of crackheads try and break into his house, and he's really old, so he has to booby trap his house from the crackheads.
Yeah,
it's a version of Home Alone, but it's like based on like being poor in the hood.
They made a movie that was like the opposite of Home Alone.
Yeah.
It was like home with way too many people. Project X.
I've never seen it. Is this where there's a big party or something?
Yeah, there's way too many people there.
It's
whole house
Home
got
Not
fucked up.
Alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of Home Alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have called it Home Not Alone. Not Alone at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, folks, patreon.com/badcomedy. We're going to have some good secrets behind this one. If you didn't listen all the way this far, you missed out on a lot of funny shit because that was actually, unfortunately, kind of funny at some points, and we're not supposed to make these ones funny. The funny ones are supposed to be on Patreon. So patreon.com/badcomedy, $3.99 a month for about... What we've been doing?
I don't know, like a million episodes.
We've been doing this since the 80s, so just count it out if you know the math. And it's been $3.99 since the 80s, so essentially you make money if you join the Patreon and subscribe to coolsteeperclub.com.
Yeah.
And at Brainspot OFC if you want for a good experience.
I'm cool, Jason Melton on social media, jasonmeltoncomedy.com. You can get all my links.
And I'm cool Jason Macton on all things. But you can follow, but don't follow that. Follow at Bad Boy Comedy on everything. But I'm not affiliated with Bad Boy Records. Just to be clear.
Yeah, you don't want to be.
It sucks because
people didn't say how bad he really was. Everyone was truly a bad boy.
Everyone's always looking at Bad Boy Comedy and they can't find him because all these P Diddy things are popping up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting enough traction.
Yeah. Keep searching Bad Boy of Comedy had sex with Usher.
All right, folks. Well, hey, join the Patreon. Aside from that, we love you, and we're going to be talking a lot about Drake and Kendrick in this next one.
I got some big shows coming up too. I'll invite you guys in the next episode.
Yeah, you can only go
in a week from now,
and you're going to get discounts. And you can only go if you listen to Patreon. We have a lot of discounts on the Patreon. It's kind of like a coupon thing.
Yeah,
we give you all these coupons.
Remember we used to get a big coupon book a long time ago?
Yeah.
And it would have coupons for everything.
Yeah.
We're giving away that soon.
Yeah. No, we have coupons for all types of stuff.
We should do a Bad Comedy big coupon.
You can win a coupon for a back massage from me.
Oh yeah. We wrote little kid coupons. Good. I'll do the dishes this month.
Because I'd always forget to get shit from my parents.
Yeah.
Or I'll cut out a heart for my mom.
Hell yeah, dude.
You just fold the paper in half and you cut it into a heart.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Real easy. We could give some gift ideas if you guys forgot.
We got gift ideas coming up on Patreon as well, folks. All right, well, he's a heartbreaker, dream breaker.